Hello everyone, welcome back. Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Excited to have you here for another video. Thank you for joining me. Today we are budgeting and we are setting up our paycheck budget for the paycheck we'll receive on June 27th. I do like to do this ahead of time, so this is because I set it up ahead of time. It is filmed probably a little bit ahead of when you will see it. Just today, my husband threw some things at me, so we will have to discuss a little bit more about if and how that changes anything. Right now, we are going to just jump in. My planned income includes $1,206.34 for myself and $1,554.44. My husband and I both work full time. We get paid bi-weekly on the same Fridays. This is, so that's all we are budgeting with. I do not plan for anything additional beyond that until I have it, sort of in my hands. I did some changing of things here because I definitely have more variable expenses than anything else. And so I changed around the order of these different areas. So we're going to start with our variable expenses and sort of see how that goes. So for groceries, we pull out $280 every 2 weeks. Spending is $70 each for myself and my husband, totaling $140. Beauty is $50. Work meals for this paycheck will be $0. Drinks will be $60. Dine out gets $100. Whoops. Car wash will get $30. Kids allowance gets $18. We have definitely been struggling with the chores. $125 will be our Amazon subscriptions. That is a whole lot of the majority of our household items. Gas, $50.29. Diesel gets paid with the first check. Target, typically that's just like pull-ups for my kids, which needs nothing. Medical expenses, this is medical expenses to cash flow. At this time for this check, I have none planned. I am not budgeting for any miscellaneous. And so the thing that my husband kind of threw in at me, I wasn't really saving. I was not saving money or planning for really a vacation this summer, but some friends of ours who we actually went to a lake house with them last summer where it was like someone's employer's cabin, so we didn't actually have to pay for any lodging, just getting their food, etc. This time they want to go to like the Minneapolis Zoo and stay at like a little resort thing there, so that kind of was thrown at me. So I'm going to start, I don't know what I'm going to do, but right now I threw the medical sinking fund money at that because his surgery that he will have eventually isn't right upon us urgent, so he's probably not going to have that in the next couple months, so I have some time to save up for that. So I just decided with this check that I would reallocate that money for now toward the trip. And then I lost track and see kind of how that goes. All right, so then our total for variable expenses is $973.29, which if we subtract that from the $2760.78 we started with, that leaves us with $1,787.49 to budget. So that is what we will pull down to our fixed expense category. Okay, so our fixed expenses for this paycheck, we pay our internet bill. We set half aside we set $35 aside with the first check. The remaining amount owed is $129.11. Our phone bill has been running at $196.10. I don't plan anything for donation with that check. Life insurance, we set aside $131 per paycheck. Car and homeowners insurance, with our second check of the month, we put $100 toward it. With the second check of the month, we set $35 aside for vehicle registration, which is an annual cost. Then our workout subscription is going to get $8, and our Mint Mobile will get 10. Those are both sinking funds, but they are sinking funds for fixed expenses. And then out of this check, our daycare portion, which is a fixed expense now, not a sinking fund, is $200. And then, so how we do that, because we've been saving for it all school year, this $200 goes to our nanny, and then I pull whatever I need for the rest of the 2 weeks out of the established summer daycare fund to cover the rest. Obviously, that doesn't even cover 1 week of her being here, but I've saved up the amount, so it's in the sinking fund, meaning that I just have to pull it out. All right, so that leaves our fixed expenses then at $709.21. If we subtract that from $1,787.49 that we had when we moved into fixed expenses, we are left with $1,078.28 to budget. And that is the amount that we will pull up to our savings goals. So 107828. That is a 7, not a 1. Okay, so for our emergency fund, we do the Save 2025 in 2025. And with this check, we plan on setting aside $75. It goes right into our high yield savings account. We are still little by little putting money aside for spending money for our anniversary trip in November. So 25 is going to vacation. Propane is for future winter heating cost, and that is getting $20. Kids are going to get $50 in the high yield savings account there. Nothing is going to go to medical because I pulled that for this paycheck over here to try to cash flow our trip. We will cash flow it. We will not. It's not doing so is not an option. For Christmas saving, we do savings challenges. So we do $40 in cash. Our holiday binder is $15 in cash. And then $240 in cash is our mini savings challenge binder, which does go to sinking funds. I can also pull stuff from there if I need to for this mini vacay we're doing. Which means that our savings goals have a total of $465. If we subtract that from the $1,078.28 that we had when we started, that leaves $613.28. I messed up. That's not right. I know that that's not right. Oh, no, it is. Okay, sorry. Just joking. Well, I mean, probably. Yeah. All right, so we have $613.28. I was just thinking that I didn't plan to have that much extra going to the city card, but our minimum for the Wells Fargo, to have it paid off before the 0% interest expires, the minimum is $365 per month, and we are paying that all out of this check in June. So $365 will go towards Wells Fargo, and then the remaining amount should be $248.28, and that is what will go to the city card. So $365 plus $248.28 gives us $613.28, which does give us our zero-based budget. So if you have any questions, as always, please leave them down below. Like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to stick around. This is our Paycheck Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. It is the printable, so I purchased her download, printable version, and then I just print out the pages that I utilize. So, and then this is a happy planner from last year that I'm just putting those in along with my own sort of monthly pages or, dashboard pages that I printed, made on Canva and printed. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you all next time. Bye.